So Liv, I briefly mentioned that you're an ambassador, a proud ambassador for the Blue Ribbon Foundation.
Yes.
What is that shining the light on?
So the Blue Ribbon Foundation is remembering policemen who have died in the line of duty by providing life-saving emergency medical equipment to Victorian hospitals.
Amazing. And you're in that field. So there's
Yes.
a very strong link there between what you do. You're studying, we were just talking about, to be a doctor
Yes.
and in the medical field, in the firing line, so to speak.
Exactly.
So this is a pretty strong connection with you, close to your heart.
It is.
And an amazing foundation. And it really is about giving attention and drawing attention to what these guys do out there for us and using that as a catalyst to help raise much needed funds for medical equipment.
Exactly. You know, that's something that we all use as a community. It could be your father, it could be your sister, it could be your children who need these life-saving emergency facilities. And the Blue Ribbon Foundation is providing those to the community in the name of those who have died while serving the community so they can continue to serve.
It's incredible. So it's a very, very worthy cause. There is some memorabilia, little bits and pieces that you can buy to contribute to this cause, which is absolutely fantastic. And bringing Liv in here today, you obviously love your food.
Yes.
You're in the right spot, okay? And I've got a brief understanding of what's happening here, but it's a one-pan wonder, which we are all about
Yes.
here in this kitchen. So run us through, how did you come about this? And what's the deal? How do we put it together?
So this is my one-pan quick Mexican quinoa. It has evolved from a salad that I made all of the individual ingredients to essentially I got lazy and decided to just chuck it all in the pot in one hit and leave it be so I could go and get on and do other things, whether it's put washing on or study.
Or
do what I need to do. And then you take the lid off and magically it's ready to eat. It's ready to portion and freeze. You don't have to worry about it.
Love it, love it. All right, so how do we kick it off? This is all you today. That's yours. You get set. So capsicums, onion, broccoli, like some fantastic fresh veg in there.
Exactly.
And it really sort of like, we'll get everything set, get everything sorted, lid on.
Don't stress about it.
Right,
That's
done.
the thing.
Is there anything I can do, or do I just watch you?
No, you can
This
just
is
watch if
great.
you like.
This is awesome.
So I've picked some Mexican sort of flavors.
Yep.
Capsicum, I love broccoli. I put broccoli in everything. Corn, beans, amazing source of fiber. You know, a real way to going towards your 5 serves of veg that we should all be eating every day while still being delicious.
So we'll get all the veg in here, everything. Oh, I can't believe what I'm saying. It's just all going in. We put the lid on, we turn it up, we give it half an hour, and somehow you will come back to an incredibly simple, delicious dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
Trust it. She's a doctor. So all of our veg is in there, ready to go. Haven't turned any heat on yet. No, so essentially we haven't cooked a thing. We're all in there. Now this is pretty much rapid fire. You've got all of your spices, the tomatoes, quinoa and stock.
Exactly.
Is that where we're at? So you're gonna continue on?
Yeah, you could brown the onion before you put everything else in, but you know what? Why bother?
Nah, it takes away from the magic. So you just start raw.
Exactly.
Now, so what's the next step?
So next step, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the next step is
Yep.
because you're just gonna put everything in. It's foolproof. You don't even need a recipe. So I'm putting in tomato.
I have this innate sense and need to turn something on, to stir something, to...
I'll let you stir something in a minute,
Yeah,
okay?
right.
We've
Okay.
just put some sweet paprika in.
Yep.
We've got some ground cumin.
And
So-
as this starts to warm up and steam and cook with the stock in there, all of that's going to move around. So the tomato will find its own level. Everything will start to sort of distribute, I'm thinking.
I'm actually
through
going to let
here.
you stir it before we even turn
Wonderful.
it on.
All right.
So I've got some coriander seed ground. So I probably use twice as much cumin as everything else. So
I find with spices, it's personal. Like everyone,
exactly.
If people wanted to put
You can
chili
put chili in
powder,
here,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You just go for it.
I mean, I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to chili, so I personally don't put chili
I'll have to
in.
get you back in when I'm cooking. That'll sort you out.
And then we've got a little bit of oregano, just
Cool.
as a nice little tang.
Spices in, chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Yep.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the quinoa in first. So the thing with quinoa is it's basically 2 parts liquid to 1 part quinoa. So if I measure the quinoa first, I can just figure out how much liquid I want after I put the quinoa in.
This works every time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. That's good. I'll take it.
60% of the time it works
Every time.
So I've put pretty much a cup of quinoa in. I'm going to put 2 cups of stock in, and then we might have a check on it in about 15 minutes and reassess.
Yep.
Potentially add more liquid. All right, I'll let you give that a bit of a stir.
Oh my God, thank you. So much better. Feel a lot more comfortable. So I'm just mixing
Just
this
mixing it all
like,
together. Got lots of different colors, lots of different flavors.
It's looking very Mexican, I have to say that.
It's very Mex.
Nailed the brief there.
It's high protein, it's high fiber, it's got a low salt content, so you might want to season it yourself with salt or pepper after. But essentially, this is a very family-friendly meal.
I like it. And then, so when you're at home, you serve it with avocado?
Usually fresh avocado, fresh spinach, fresh coriander.
lime, curry.
Yeah,
Sweet.
exactly.
Like it.
Lid on,
Lid on.
and we pop the stove
Talk about
on.
all your eggs in one basket. So like go on medium heat.
Yeah, I would put it on high just for the first couple of minutes.
Yep.
Get some warmth in there.
Yep.
Then very quickly turn it down to a medium heat. 15 minutes or so, give it a check, and then turn it down to a simmer. Done.
Moment of truth.
Easy.
Done. Moment of truth. I'm gonna give you that. I'll sort this avocado out.
Okay. So all we're gonna do to plate this up is, I mean, you can have it just like this. It's super easy. I like to put a little bit of spinach in a bowl,
This is really where people can make it their own.
a little bit of steak or chicken folds through really nicely, or have this on the side with your barbecue. Really, really delicious. And we can portion the rest of it out into little containers and freeze it or put it in the fridge. It'll keep for sort of 3 to 4 months in the freezer with no meat in it. So
Sweet.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can-
You've always got a go-to.
exactly.
So where do we head from here? Lime, fresh lime, coriander, avo.
Let's go avo. Avo on top. Delicious.
Half an avo. Away you go.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna top it with fresh coriander. I love coriander. So
Oh, you would not believe there's social media institutions of people rebelling against
I know,
coriander.
you know what? Apparently it's a genetic thing. It's a genetic
Drives me
abnormality. I call it an
insane.
abnormality because I love coriander.
Oh.
But it's a genetic trait that apparently makes the chemicals in coriander taste different. It's a legitimate thing.
What?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know about that.
Squeeze of lime.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree on
Definitely
that.
is.
Coriander's damn delicious, and you will enjoy it if I put it on your plate. Liv, always a pleasure to have you in the kitchen. I can almost guarantee that the recipes of yours are going to be probably the most clicked on for the season because they're just like one process, bang, done, sorted. But in all honesty, what we got you in here for, what we wanted to talk about is the Blue Ribbon Foundation.
You can get behind it and support Victoria Police and your local public hospital by donating or buying a blue ribbon, or from the website below, and all of the funds raised go to life-saving emergency medical equipment for Victorians.
Get involved and support it because it is a very, very worthy cause. Thank you so much.